ऊपर रखा नीचे डालो भी स्टेडियम मेरे दिख रहे हैं और साहब क्या कैमरा चाहिए तुमको ऑलमोस्ट स्टेट डालो फिर हैं अब दिखने चाहिए ध्यान में रखना मैं ऐसे नहीं टेबल नीचे तो मैं क्या कर थोड़ा सा कैसे सर जाएगा नहीं गौरी जी थोड़ा सेंटर में इस तरफ या एक्सक्यूज वॉल फिल करो प्लीज एकता जी एक मिनट रुकिए एकता मैडम एक मिनट रुकिए प्लीज प्लीज एक मिनट इधर भी निकाल दो इधर निकाल दो एकता जी एक मिनट एकता मैडम एकता मैम एकता मैडम इधर बस बस पीछे 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 इधर 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 आइए गौरी मैडम को बुलाओ एकता जी राइट साइड एकता ये थोड़ा पीछे पास यस यस रुक एक मिनट यस यहां पे सब लोग राइट साइड सब लोग आपके लेफ्ट में यस स्टेडियम यस मैम ये सेंटर में एकता जी का एक सिंगल पिक्चर एकता जी का प्लीज
TV industry, and since you are here on the launch of this show, so do you think that half of the battle is done? Like, since you have become a star material now.
No, I'm not acting in the show, so there's no chance.
More acting.
So I think मेरे को जो लगता है कि शो का USP उसकी स्टोरी होती है. अगर स्टोरी चल गई तो then that's half the battle won. Then of course there's other factors like if there is no cricket match. But the biggest battle for any producer and the biggest battle for television is that we don't have any stars on TV. Neither me, neither the name of a production house will bring somebody to watch a family on TV every day. And TV is not about opening a film or opening day what do you call TRPs also. So it's always the story that will pull people, the characters that will pull people. So there is no battle yet won unless the show becomes popular and the characters become popular. Then it's half the battle won.
So there's a rage today that most of the producers they just do the cameo and in their shows, be it movie or be it sports television. So do you have such kind of family programs?
No, I'm not casting myself. No.
Why did you decide to have two newcomers in the show? And
I've worked with the boy before, and he's a very good actor, so I wanted to repeat him. As far as the girl goes, I was not getting somebody here who was matching the character that we created. So we did an all India audition. In one of the auditions, we happened to see the girl, and she was perfect for the role. And after that audition, she went to some workshop because she's a new actor. And I think there was a vulnerability required. Vulnerability is something that with a lot of talent or a lot of practice, a lot of acting goes away. So I needed that raw talent, and she had that.
Like after you are that successful for television, now even you are booming with the success in Bollywood movies too. So what's your success mantra?
I don't know about ruling anything, and अभी शो के बारे में ही बात करते हैं बिकॉज मेरी एक पिक्चर रिलीज पे है और मैं उसके पहले कोई इंटरव्यू नहीं देना चाहती हूँ. नेक्स्ट टुमारो जय माता दी आपके मुंह में घी शक्कर. बट आई डोंट नो अभी क्या होगा. तो एज आई सेड कि शो के बारे में ही बात करते हैं. I'm only I have been warned and continuously that we answer about the show. So I try my best and उसके बाद I leave it to God.
इस फिल्म के बारे में लेकिन नेक्स्ट हमने सुना है कि आप मिलन के साथ वापस एक फिल्म करने वाली है. इस तरह की क्वेश्चंस ऑन द शो.
Meri Aashiqui तुमसे is a love story.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of love stories on television.
Yeah.
So how would you say this is different from the rest?
Well, I don't say that this is different from the rest. I always believe that there's always a connect. I always believe God is in detailing, you know. You have a Ram Leela, you've seen many love stories, but when you saw a Ram Leela, you liked that film a lot more. It was the way the characters were created. It was a small detailing in Ranveer's character, the detailing in Deepika's character, the world created. You penetrated that world. It's much tougher to be different after being similar. In fact, it's actually a challenge. So we try to create a world. We try to see that in these love stories, you find relatability. So you'll have a million love stories on air, and then one will hit home. It may not be mine, maybe somebody else's, but then you'll say, oh, there are hundreds of love stories on air, or movies, or in some American shows. Why is this one becoming so interesting for me to watch? And then you'll realize it's the small differences that make the big picture different. Never the big picture different. That will actually make the difference. You know, because you can't make it unrelatable. It has to be relatable. But then you've seen the stories a million times. But then they will put some zing or something in the character that will be, oh, okay. It's like tea. You'll go to this tea stall or the sandwich wala, which you love the sandwiches of. Everyone can make a sandwich. But it's always that little bit of difference, you know.
Hi Ekta, this is Bharti from Telechipat.
Hi.
So Ekta, is Ekta's era back? I mean, now there are many shows coming on various channels, and which we had this earlier.
There was no Ekta's era ever.
No, but we feel that Ekta's era is back.
No. Ekta was a TV producer who had no life, who only worked 24 hours of the day. That's never coming back. Ekta hopefully will have a life. But I'm doing a lot more TV because I'm getting a chance to explore. TV is no longer typical. It gives you a chance to do different shows. So, अभी सबको chance मिल रहा है तो मुझे भी मिल रहा है.
So what is your next thing that you're planning on television? Anything different?
I'm going to get fired if I speak about anything but Meri Aashiqui.
Okay.
The next show that I'm launching, which is very different, is Meri Aashiqui Tumse Hi.
Okay, one more question I want to know. Is this show based on a novel, Muttering Heights?
No, it's not. See, that's what I'm saying. Anything which has got to do with it, with a poor guy and a rich girl, you can even say it's Downtown Abbey. Or you can say it's like what do you call Fountainhead. It's got a classic appeal to it. But visually you'll say, oh, it reminds me of Ram Leela. But it's nothing like that. See, we human beings are actually reactors to various influences that come in our life. And sometimes we get so influenced that we actually end up copying. Sometimes we keep it at bay and leave it at an influence, and then from there start creating our own story. So I always look at this show as somewhere two families living in one house, one middle class, poor, the haves and the have-nots. And in a family where you live in the same house, you never consider your staff or people who are helpers as a part of the family, but everything that's happening to you is happening to them too. So it's about these two families that are coexisting in the same house, the haves and the have-nots, with some very archaic, some very modern thought processes, and because they're living in the same house, they almost become one family. So that's
Ekta, we are seeing Gauri back on television.